17 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Shoves him aside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Raiders had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, Jacobs trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. You talk about this Titan defense. They enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On first down, Levis. That's complete. It's Collins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Levis now on second down. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Play action now. Levis. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Spears. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You look at this Raiders defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, Paul. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught by Evans. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead as Jacobs runs through the contact. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Levis sets up to throw here. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On the give here, Charbonnet. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Charbonnet. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it with Charbonnet. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Shifts by him. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Gets past one man, and he gets this up just shy of the 15. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner. than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Down the right sideline, pushing his way through. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing left sideline complete. That's Evans. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Levis. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to see.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brings up 2nd and 18.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he returns this to the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a give right side. It's Nash, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here now a third down and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Well, the great coach has said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now Levis. And his throw here is incomplete.
The incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Levis looking to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 146 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to the 32. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And some room to work. Now he's into the clear again. He may go. Breaks through the contact. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. It's a big play there for Vegas. 66 yards for him on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs, and he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made here at the 36. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
He'll let this go deep for Collins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Levis to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 236 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. They go play action here on first down. That is skip, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. On second down, it's Nash, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Here's A.J. Coldell as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you or what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
1st down, Titans.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. Levis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jacorian Bennett has it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Second down, Jacobs once more. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Running is Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things, not a lot of points on the board, but enough